Our Overthink story was a much more pagan aspect. Actually, a few of the songs have wandered into different people's soundtracks because nobody noticed at the time. It's the first clue was the bands, the battle of the bands. Like Tony Blair came in with a bunch of really like disco homosexuals, and they were Glee crew, like Catholics, right? They were Catholic homosexual dancers. They couldn't have been more nice if they were prancing lambs, right? But the other bands, right? So the other bands are singing like prophets. They're signaling the deaths, the sacrifices of the people. And like a moth to the flame, the serial killers went to hear their own story. They went to hear the pain of the victims in the voices of the singers. So they were near the bands. It was this thing about playing in the dark. Everybody's show turns up in the dark. Next came a bunch of computer hackers who used to attack at night. The clever of them used to go into corporate shielding businesses. Like there was one in our BWise, which was an old computer system, was a point. It was quite old and crotchety. Basic accounting and sorting system. But basically from there to the telephone line, from the telephone to the door, to an electronic door to get it open, you have to hack it from outside. So the hackers moved in, and what they did was they created a sort of like an attention-seeking cover, which scaled up to the deep fakes on the TV in London. Then the identity crew to represent the Rothers. We had a hit for a Jack the Ripper, actually. I've got a bottle of gin still in my room. With the gin, after gin comes the new black. So you could have the gin, but not the new black. Otherwise, Jack the Ripper's going to get you. It'll be the streetwalkers, and it'll be someone who's wearing a new black. What if everybody knew about the new black, and they were all wearing the old black, except for muggins, right, who didn't know? So it'll be somebody who's, like, trying really hard, but basically they haven't got a clue. I mentioned already about the insurance policy. You really have to be insured to the first person. We were talking about hexabarbital, hypnol. Those are not little jokes, right? So you're overfeeding someone is either this, like this is going to start with an issue with sport. Their target victims are at the sport competition at a school.